Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me, as always, is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali. Paul, what is an ice cream's favorite book series?
I don't know, Holly. What is ice cream's favorite book series?
Game of Cones.
All right, fine. I was trying to think of something a little bit more like big-brained. Like I was trying to think if there were any play on words with ice cream paraphernalia, and then linking that back to books, but I had nothing.
Like what? Like
I don't know. Like
or
I don't know. I was thinking
Sundays?
of like if there's any like what I was thinking of specifically was I'm thinking of the word waffle, and then if there was any sort of like words that went along with waffle and books, but no, there was nothing.
The only like real pun book thing I can think of, but it has nothing to do with ice cream, it's just general food, would be like Catcher in the Rye bread, you know?
Right.
But that doesn't connect
to ice cream.
So.
Okay.
So here we are on episode 29 of Scooped Podcast. In our last episode, we reviewed Sunday's The Ice Cream Place, which we placed at the A tier level.
Uh-huh.
And for this episode, we are reviewing a shop whose namesake item is designed with mobility in mind.
Yes.
Coney Waffle.
Yes. Very similar to the Baked Bear, except instead of cookies, waffles. Although, it's also like... Well, anyway, go ahead.
Yeah,
I was just going to say, it's like... they're sort of similar, like, but the Baked Bear is more like a sandwich, and Coney Waffles is more like a taco.
Sure. Yes. I honestly, and we'll include pictures when we get to what we actually ate, I feel like it looks more like a hot dog.
I mean, that too.
An ice cream hot dog.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It looks like it could be a hot dog too, but I immediately thought of like a waffle. But yeah, they'll understand when they. I mean, a taco. They'll understand when they see the pictures.
Yeah, it'll all make sense later. But before we can get to that, we have to talk about the background about Coney Waffle, its history, from their website, and articles we discovered online. So, Paul, you want to tell us about Coney Waffle?
Sure. From the Coney Waffle website, in the 1940s, Angelina D. Esposito made a living selling ice cream on Coney Island, a blooming amusement park on the southern tip of Brooklyn. D. Esposito tucked the ice cream into freshly made Coney Waffles, a handheld confection customers would enjoy while they walked. 7 decades later, her grandson had brought this treat to the world. Coney Waffle opened in Belmar, New Jersey in 2016, followed by locations in Asbury Park, Long Branch, Red Bank, and Brooklyn. Coney Waffle specializes in over-the-top desserts, Coney Waffles, cups, cones, milkshakes, brownie waffles. Brownie waffles, that sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have those?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I mean, I wasn't going to have it anyway because I'm not a brownie guy, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, basically it's the thing we got, but instead of a regular waffle batter, it's like a chocolate brownie waffle batter.
Ah, okay. And as well as original ice cream cakes, fudge, candy, and other complimentary products.
And boy, oh boy, their menu is extensive, and we'll get to that.
And fancy.
It's very fancy, very pretty.
Yes.
Tell Discord to go away.
I'll try. I'm never sure if it'll work.
Okay.
All right, I'll take care of that after this. So, from a 2016 article in the Asbury Park Press, the current owner, Joe D. Esposito,
said, and the following quote.
She was a businesswoman born in 1912, and it was very unusual to find a businesswoman back then. D'Esposito, who is 44 and lives in Belmar, said of her grandmother. His grandmother. She was brought up in a business family. Her father had 9 kids, put all the kids to work in his produce and meat markets in Jersey City. When she got married, her husband was working in his produce market, and she said, "I want to do a couple of things on the boardwalk." She knew exactly what to do. And in keeping with the family tradition, the Senior D'Esposito has a hand in the business. He's 81 years old, and he did this when he was 15 with his mother, his son said. He has helped us cook the waffles and has been known to make a cameo. And one thing he said stayed with me. I can't believe this 65 years later, here I am back by the beach selling waffles and ice cream. If my mother could see this.
Aw.
Yes.
That's kind of nice. So yeah, clearly it's a family-owned and operated business. This D'Esposito family still has a very, firm hold on the business, and they, they're all kind of involved still, even the older generation, which is nice. Unfortunately, the original founder has since passed, so that was, Angelina is no longer there. But
all right, but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been over 100 years.
Yeah, from when it officially started. Like, the shop in New Jersey didn't open until 2016, but they've been doing ice cream waffle boardwalk stuff since the 1940s. So it's pretty firmly
established.
Designed. Established. That's a good word for it.
Yes.
Okay. So, just some fun facts about Coney Waffle before we get into what we ate there and how we perceived it. Their location in Belmar is called their Ice Cream Cakery and Test Kitchen. So that's where, quote unquote, all the magic happens. That's where they make the ice cream. That's where they test out flavors. And fun fact, they also host cooking classes there. So
is it typical cooking or is it cooking ice cream?
I think it's typical cooking. Like, if I remember correctly, hang on, I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the website.
Yes.
Belmar Coney Waffle. Because if I remember correctly, when I was doing the research, I was like, that seems weird. I don't know why they would have that be a thing, but I remember being like, wow, that's really cool. I should include it in the podcast.
Yes. And also they have also some fun holiday items, including the 12 days of ice cream. Mm-hmm. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
It's basically like an advent calendar of ice cream that leads up to Christmas Day, but 12 different flavors, and you can pre-order them and purchase it, for that. So. And
could you clarify what an advent calendar is? I think I understand what it means, but...
Well, typically an advent calendar is 25 days, like a little board that you open one thing per day, and there's, like, usually chocolate or a small prize of some sort inside.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And in this case, they made one that was 12 different flavors of ice cream. You open one little carton per day leading up to Christmas.
All right. I like those little calendars, like the little box ones with the little toys and stuff inside of them.
Yeah, they're fun. So I pulled up the cooking classes and events at the Coney Waffle Test Kitchen in Belmar.
Belmar, yep.
And it doesn't just include ice cream and desserts.
Does it partially include ice cream and desserts?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So we have the next upcoming things. As of today, we're recording this in February, so the stuff on the calendar is dated March. They have an Irish soda bread making class.
Oh, that's cool.
Leading up to St. Patrick's Day.
I like soda bread.
They're doing something for Pie Day, which is March 14th.
3.14.
They have a Brews and I Do's Bridal Expo class. I don't know what that even means.
Me neither.
Pasta making.
Typical.
Cake decorating and royal icing cookie decorating. So a lot of it is dessert themed, but some of it is not. Pasta is certainly not dessert.
Yet.
So.
All right. I'm just curious because you're the one who's been doing most of the research in all these ice cream places. Mm-hmm. Is there any place that does ice cream, pasta ice cream?
Not that I have come across yet.
All right. Well, that's got to be our that's got to be our idea when we eventually open up our own ice cream shop.
Right. That's what we'll have.
Yeah. Our theoretical one. There's no plans to do that, by the way.
And something that I put as another fun fact, and we noticed while we were there, actually, there was branding for it, is that on February 1st, Coney Waffle held a special promotion for National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day.
Yeah.
Where you could come in early.
We showed up.
And have ice cream for breakfast.
We showed up 6-7 days early on January 25th.
Yeah, we were too early for it. But yeah, start your morning with Coney Waffle, National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. Starting at 9 a.m. on February 1st. Come in for ice cream at 9 a.m.
Did you know if that was like a weekend or something? It probably is, because why would they do it on a weekday when kids are going to be at school?
I mean, it was a Saturday.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
So that works out in that sense. However, the next thing we need to talk about, speaking of Coney Waffle and all of their ice cream events and whatnot, we gotta talk about the ice cream that's at the events. So let's talk about what they serve at Coney Waffle.
So their signature dishes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, they have what they call scooped ice cream, which I'm pretty sure is just the hard ice cream, right? That's their name for it.
Mm-hmm. And they have a boatload of unique rotating flavors.
Very unique.
We're gonna pull up the infographic from their website for you guys to take a look at if you're watching the video component. But even if you're not, I'm just gonna read a couple of flavors from the scooped ice cream list.
Yep.
That, and this is not limited to their entire selection, but Cocoa Castaway, which is a creamy coconut ice cream with chocolate chips and almonds. They have something called Happy Birthday to Me, which is like a birthday cake flavor. Moose Tracks, which is a classic. Raspberry Chocolate Chunk. Rum Raisin. Strawberry Nutella, which is an odd one, but kind of interesting. So they have like a lot of different things. And then, of course, there's the ones we tried, which we'll get to in a little bit.
Right. It's a really cute little place, and it has a lot of options. Mm-hmm. And they definitely got a theme going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that theme.
We'll get into the theme.
Okay. So yeah, we'll have that pull-up graphic of all the unique and rotating flavors. They also have waffle cones, which, pretty typical. It is just a normal waffle cone that we go get whenever we go to most ice cream places.
You good?
Well, trying to be. I've had a very rough week.
I know.
I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to be on a bus for our school-related stuff. So I'm pretty exhausted right now.
I understand.
I got home yesterday after only 2 days of doing it, binged a whole bunch of sweets, and then passed out on the couch for a while. I didn't even feel better after I woke up.
Were any of the sweets ice cream?
No.
Man, you're fired.
We don't have any here.
What? That's unacceptable.
I mean, there's like vanilla pecan, but I don't want it.
Yeah, that's true. That's like my mom's flavor anyway.
I don't even know what I had. Literally, I came home. It's a total blur. Whatever I ate.
You blacked out.
I just blacked out, and I ate a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know what it was, and then I just passed out.
Okay.
It's such a problem. I'm going to definitely get the beaties one day.
Hopefully not.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, because that would put a real damper on the podcast.
Yeah, seriously. They also have waffle bowls, which is kind of their namesake. Well,
it's actually different from the regular waffle thing.
The thing that they do?
Waffle bowls are like the crunchier, thinner.
They're the ones in the plastic bowls or the paper. Okay, so
it's like a waffle cone, but bowl shaped, so you can.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay. So yeah, they have those. Those are shared among. Those are sold at different ice cream places. They also have floats, which I'm guessing is just like a milkshake. Is that, or is it like the ice cream floating on top of the milk?
You still don't know what a float.
Honey, I'm tired. I can't think straight.
A float is...
My brain is floating.
A soda upon which you put ice cream. So, in this particular case, they had a refrigerator, I don't know if you remember, it had like Stewart's brand root beer and cream soda and orange soda and that kind of stuff in it.
Oh, right.
You pick a soda.
Right.
And then they scoop ice cream on it and then you drink it.
Yeah, literally my brain's not working. That was such an obvious answer to what a float is.
That's okay.
Like a root beer float.
Correct.
All right.
And then,
oh, God.
Moving on, while Paul reassesses his knowledge of ice cream, 29 episodes in, they also have, of course, their namesake product, the Coney Waffle, or if you want to have it with the chocolate waffle batter, they have the Brownie Waffle, which incorporates what is the Coney Waffle, you must be wondering. We've said it 17 times. What on earth is this thing? It is a portable waffle boat with 3 scoops of ice cream.
I would hope it's portable.
So it looks like a essentially hot dog bun, but it's waffle. And then you can pick 3 scoops of any of their flavors. You can pick 3 scoops of the same flavor. You can pick 3 different flavors. Of course, we are on a podcast. That is what we ended up doing.
Right.
But
because we got to try as much as we can.
You know, that's the idea here. Then they also have, your classic milkshakes. You could pick any of the flavors that they have and get a shake made out of it. They also have signature shakes that were on their menu board in the actual building. I might have photos of that. If I do, I'm putting them here. Then they have something called a beach ball because their whole general theme, which we were going to get into later, but we could talk about a little bit here, is like circus/boardwalk.
Yes, it
themed.
Is. When you see pictures of the store, you will get that pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. Particularly when we add pictures of the inside.
Right. So something called a beach ball is their name for their ice cream sandwiches. So you can choose either an Oreo or chocolate chip cookie base and 1 large scoop of your selected flavor of ice cream, and that's considered a beach ball. Then they have classic soft serve, which can come, if you want, with either the cherry or chocolate dip. So in future, if we go back, you could try the cherry dip cone from there.
I like that.
And they have a minimum of at least, sometimes more because the flavors do rotate, but they have at least 8 vegan flavors of ice cream on the menu.
But you said 8?
8.
That is nice.
Strawberry, vanilla fudge, cookie dough, mint chip, pistachio, cookies and cream, caramel fudge, and classic chocolate.
I wish I liked vegan flavors more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're...
We have a story about that in an upcoming episode.
Right. I was gonna bring that up, but yeah, we'll bring it up in a future one.
Tune in next week for that answer.
Yeah.
But anywho, they also have, for some reason it's not on my notes, but it's in the menu graphic, they have selected flavors of Italian ice.
Uh-huh.
Which I don't know why I didn't put it on my notes. It's kind of weird. But they do. They have 9 flavors of Italian ice.
Oh, and they're your pretty typical flavors. Got the blue raspberry, the cherry, the lemon, the mango, the cherry lemonade.
That's different.
I thought it was limeade. Orange cream, pineapple, tiger's blood, and watermelon.
What the heck is tiger's blood? It doesn't say.
I mean, it's what Charlie Sheen thrives on. Don't you know?
That's true. That is a thing that happened.
I wonder if the kids these days even know who Charlie Sheen is.
I don't know.
He dropped off the face of the earth after...
Do you think that reference is even still relevant? Like, if I walked into a room and said, I'm winning, would people know what the heck I was talking about?
With these Gen Z alpha kids being bombarded by new stuff all the day? I don't think so. They probably wouldn't have any idea what you're talking about. They didn't even know who... One... They didn't know who Prince was, which made me really upset. And 2, they didn't even know... some of them didn't even know who Elvis was.
Oh my.
I hate kids
That's
these
alarming.
days.
That's alarming. And this isn't ice cream, but it is on their menu. They do carry Stewart's brand soda, as well as freshly made iced tea and lemonade. Which, again, is kind of on that whole boardwalk vibe.
Right.
The tea and lemonade.
Yes. All right. So let's see.
Do you feel like we're whipping through this episode really fast?
I think we've just gotten better at, like, laser focusing on what we should be going over, as opposed to, like, meandering between a different, like, brain. The brain is not working. It stopped. Help! Help! Between, like, meandering through different, like, tangents. That's the word. Thank you.
You're welcome. But I think we should go on a tangent a little bit.
Well, it's not really what tangent do you want to go on?
It's not really a tangent because it is part of the story, but I think we should talk about the experience of going to the Coney Waffle.
Okay. I mean, that was a pretty nice day.
Mm-hmm. It was cold out. But, you know, it was January, so...
That was a busy day.
Why was it? Why? I don't remember.
Wasn't that the day that we were also, like, house shopping? Am I, like, are the days melting into one another?
No, that sounds right.
Here, I have my journal right here.
Okay, tell us. What did we do that day? Yes, we did. We did look at houses.
Yes, we went to a ton of different places. Breakfast sandwiches. We went to...
Oh, I forgot we went to Surf Taco.
Yeah, we went to the one place in Atlantic Highlands looking at houses, and then 2 places in Belmar. Went to the Whole Foods, went to Surf Taco, the Coney Waffle, the chocolate shop across the way, and we stopped at Staples on the way back, because we had to drop off that package, the return package.
That is a lot of things, yeah.
Yeah, we did a lot of things. This is why I do the journaling, honey, because we wouldn't remember this stuff otherwise.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was a busy, busy day.
True. But I just meant, like, specifically going to the Coney Waffle, and, you know, it's winter, right?
Yeah, it was very cold outside.
It's very cold out. And I have to say, I guess it speaks to the popularity of Coney Waffles, because even though it's winter and it was like, what, 2 p.m., maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, the place wasn't crowded by any means, but there were
still
people,
customers.
There were people sitting in there eating their ice cream.
There was the mother and the 2 kids, and then there was the one dude and his daughter, I think it was, if you remember them.
I do.
Okay. But yeah, they were, even if it was like 20 degrees or something like that out there was still people going in there and getting ice cream.
Yep.
And also pretty good because I'm sure there was more than one ice cream place in Red Bank.
There literally was one across the street.
Oh.
And there's there's a lot of competition in Red Bank for this ice cream in general.
Yeah.
I do think at least Coney Waffle has a leg up in the sense that they are open all year.
That is true.
Whereas like Strollo's, which is also over there, is closed seasonally.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, Strollo's, but they're not within walking distance.
No, not from that specific spot, but it is still Red Bank.
I guess that's true.
But there's also more to come in Red Bank. Red Bank's busy with ice cream.
Red Bank's busy with everything.
Well, that's also true, but you know. So it was a fun little adventure. We, went to Surf Taco. We had tacos. Then we went right down the way and went to the Coney Waffle. We saw, a really cute little play date between 2 friends, and the mom had taken them out for ice cream. And they were, so excited by all the circus-themed pictures.
Yeah, they were, gawking over it. It was really cute.
It was so cute.
And it's also really nice, I remember, because I didn't see those kids touch a phone or a tablet once. Nope. They were just, walking around, acting like kids should, just being amazed at things. And the mother was just like, oh, yeah, they're having fun. I'm going to be a part of their fun. I'm not going to being like, hey, stay here, sit down. Don't make a big old scene. That was a good mom.
It was just a nice thing to see. Just joy, which was something we always love to have out in the universe.
Yeah, because I'm just not used to seeing parents nowadays actually interacting with their kids Like, I just so often see, like, these parents when we walk around in places like Kohl's and other shopping areas, and the kids are just trailing after them on their phones, and the parents are walking ahead of them on their phones and just ignoring the kids.
You know how I went out with my coworkers yesterday after work?
Right.
Went to Applebee's?
Uh-huh.
My one coworker apparently has an inside joke with her significant other where, like, whenever they're out and they see, like, an entire table of people on their phones, they, like, laugh at it together. And so...
Do they point and laugh at them?
No, but the people next to us, like, diagonally next to us, were, like, there were 3 of them, and they were all on their phones, and she, like, sneakily took their picture to send to her fiance. But yeah, it was just, like, one of those things. They're all out at Applebee's, and no one's talking, everyone's on their phones.
It pisses me off so much.
It was very upsetting. Like, we are, you know, this is our, like, boomer take here, but I really don't like that.
No, it pisses me off every time I see kids on their phones or on their tablets, especially tablets. Those tablet babies piss me off so much. But I should be pissed off at the parents, but it's just the whole thing makes me so angry. Like, these kids are growing up without the social interaction they need to learn how to act like functioning human beings.
I don't know.
It just makes me angry.
I agree with it.
A kid should
never. But I also think that, like, we're not parents. We don't know yet. So
I don't care.
Press pause on this.
I don't care. I will be so ashamed and disheartened by myself if I ever allow my future child, to have a tablet. It's not happening. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if they try and play it off as some sort of educational thing, or they have to be good. They have to learn how to, like, get good with technology. I'm just like, no, I don't care. Do what Antoinette and Danny do. They have a N64 set up in the living room, and that's what they get to play. If anything, some sort of game system that isn't connected to the internet. I really like that personally. Do you remember what I'm talking about? You looking like I'm crazy. I know what
you're talking about, but I also don't want to go down this rabbit hole now because Danny uses a tablet. Little Danny.
Oh, no.
So I don't want you to... I think we should cut that, to be honest. But anyway, I also think we should talk about the stuff we ordered. Because we had a fun, or at least I think we had a fun collection of flavors.
Yeah. They were tasty. There weren't any that I disliked.
There was one that I disliked.
Oh, okay. Was it one of mine?
No, in mine.
Oh, okay.
I didn't really care about yours, to be honest.
Wow. Okay, I see how it is.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I hated all of yours. I mean...
Good.
No,
more for me.
No, I did like the last one on this list. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was my favorite too. So anyway, let's go over this. So we both got Coney Waffles, which we described. It's a waffle boat with 3 scoops of ice cream, and because we are trying to try as much as we can in any humanly possible time,
right? So that you guys can get the best review possible. Because if we only try one, when we could easily like try 2 or 3. You're getting less of an exposure to what to expect when you go over there yourselves.
Exactly. So, I got a Coney Waffle. My 3 flavors were chocolate chunk Nutella Oreo, which is exactly what it sounds like. It is a chocolate ice cream with Nutella swirl and chocolate chips and Oreo pieces. Then I got something called Jersey S'more, which is graham cracker ice cream. I can't read what that says.
Graham cracker ice cream.
Looks like that says brownies, but it didn't have brownies in it.
That is the word brownies.
Okay. Chocolate chunks and marshmallow swirl.
Yes.
And then salted caramel pretzel, which is, again, what it sounds like. It's, vanilla ice cream with pretzel chunks, cookie pieces, and a fudge swirl.
Yes.
So, that was fun and exciting. If I were to rate the ice creams that I picked...
From best to worst?
From best to worst, it's salted caramel pretzel is the clear winner.
That one was the one I liked out of yours.
Amazing. It was The ice cream itself was super, like, creamy, and the caramel swirl was just enough, and the crunch of the pretzel, you get the salt. It was just like, it was perfect. Then I would say the chocolate chunk Nutella Oreo. It was good. And on paper, it sounds like that one should have been my favorite because it's chocolate, Nutella, and Oreos. But it was almost like some of it canceled each other out. It was very weird. It was still good. I liked it a lot. It was very chocolatey, rich ice cream, but it didn't have a lot of Nutella flavor, in my opinion.
Which you like.
Which I really like.
Then I guess the one that you didn't like that much was the Jersey S'more.
Correct. Because, and I knew this because I read the description that it was graham cracker ice cream with, like, this other s'more stuff in it, and I was like, oh, that must be interesting. It was not interesting. It was funky. I didn't like the graham cracker flavored ice cream. It was funky. Like, I ate it. It wasn't, like, it wasn't bad, but it was weird, and I would not order that one again.
Fair enough.
But yeah, those are my thoughts on that. But in general, the textures of the ice cream were really good. It was a nice, soft ice cream. And I can't even begin to talk about that waffle and just how perfectly made it was.
That was like one of the best waffles I've ever seen.
Because let me tell you something. This is a thing about me. I hate soggy bread.
Yeah.
In general.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is like bread consistency, when it gets soggy, I think it's disgusting. Yeah. Texturally, grosses me out.
Another example of how you and me are two very different beasts.
Right.
I like my tuna sandwich after it sits in the fridge for a while.
I can't with you. But anyway, I hate soggy bread items, and the problem I face whenever I get a waffle sandwich in ice cream land is that as the ice cream melts, the waffle gets soggier, and then it becomes kind of disgusting by the end, which is an issue that I've had at Milkcraft with the waffle cone, the bubble waffle.
Yeah.
Because I don't eat that fast. I don't know what Coney Waffle is doing. I don't know what kind of varnish they put on their waffles. I don't know if they overcook them slightly on purpose. I don't know.
I think that's probably
I don't know what the strategy is. But that thing did not get soggy. It was the perfect waffle crunch texture the entire way through.
Yep.
And I was thrilled by that. So, yeah, I enjoyed my Coney Waffle experience a lot, even though I didn't care for the Jersey S'more ice cream.
Man, you're allowed to.
Thank you.
You monster.
How dare you?
As for me, the three flavors that I went with were the blueberry cheesecake, lemon bar, and Jersey Devil. When I walked in, I saw the the blueberry cheesecake, and I thought immediately to myself, I'm definitely getting this one. But then it was a matter of, like, which other ones were I going to get? So, lemon bar sounded pretty good. I do like lemon bars. I like things with lemon in them. Okay. Except lemon pie. I don't really like lemon pie.
And for the record, lemon bar is a lemon ice cream base with graham cracker swirl, lemon bar pieces, and a graham crunch.
Which it had plenty of graham in that crunch. Let's see. The blueberry cheesecake was my favorite, I would say. It was very blueberry-y, and it tasted like cheesecake. Like, I like blueberry. Like, my brain just hit like another level of, like the phone bar with the battery, mm-hmm. and then it's like it has like the 5 levels. I think I just dropped down to 3 mid sentence, but it was good. It had a little bit of like graham in it from, like, I guess the cheesecake. And the blueberry was tasty, so it was quite fruity. And I'm sure that you didn't like it because of that, or you didn't even bother trying it because you don't like fruity flavors.
I mean, I like some fruity flavors, just blueberry is not my favorite. I tasted it, it wasn't bad, but again, blueberry is not my favorite. Of your flavors, lemon bar was my fave.
Yeah, the lemon bar was pretty good. I feel like the lemon bar also had some graham crackery stuff going on in there because it was supposed to be like a bar, so it had to have the crunch. Mm-hmm. And I remember the lemon having just a tiny bit of zest. And it was quite refreshing. The last one was the Jersey Devil. And I was having a hard time figuring out what to do for the third one. And for reference, Jersey Devil is red raspberry ice cream with a fudge swirl and Oreo pieces. And as much as people call me crazy for this, I don't like Oreos.
Mm-hmm. And why did you pick this, I wonder?
Because the red raspberry. Oh. That's a rare flavor for ice cream.
That's true.
So I bit the bullet on that one and was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. And it was actually really good. I took it only because I couldn't decide what to do for my third flavor. The first two were pretty easy to figure out, and we could get up to 3 scoops. So I figured again that we should me personally, that I should get as many different types of scoops as possible. There should be a ginger equivalent of for ice cream, if you know what I'm saying. The reason they
cleanse your palate?
Yeah, like with sushi, they give you ginger to cleanse your palate between the different rolls. There should be some sort of ice cream palate cleanser that you can use in situations where you have a bunch of different flavors. Like ginger ice cream.
Ugh.
I would try that in a heartbeat.
I'm sure it exists somewhere. If we come across it, you'll obviously try it.
And we'll bring it whenever we go and try ice cream.
Not for me!
Yes, I'll have this cryogenic thermos that I walk around with to all these places, and they'll be like, "What the hell is that?" And I open up, and it's just a tub of ginger ice cream, and they'd be like, "What the heck are you doing with that?" And it was like, cleansing.
It's a little extreme. Little extreme.
Not extreme enough. Yeah, that's my takes on my 3. Like Holly said, the taco waffle, which I like to call it, was really good. I was able to, you were eating it out of the little paper tray that they gave it to you with. I ate the sides of the ice cream, and then I was holding it like a legitimate taco or a hot dog, and I was just eating it like that. It was just going from side to side to make sure that it wasn't dripping out one over the other. So I just held it and just ate it, and yeah, it was good. Oh, and unlike you, I got the powdered sugar put on mine.
Yes, you can get powdered sugar on it as well, because it's like the waffle, like a loaded waffle, essentially. I didn't feel like I needed extra powdered sugar. Paul went balls to the wall crazy with it.
It didn't cost me anything extra, so
That's
I figured
true.
I should try the authentic taco waffle experience.
Fair enough. So, I think that this was a solid ice cream place.
I liked it.
Flavors were good. I didn't like the graham cracker one, but that's a me thing.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many different flavors. Chances are, if we went multiple times, you could find something you liked more.
True. And I mean, that salted caramel pretzel
was very good.
So good.
And even for me.
So good. And the atmosphere was super
lovely.
Cute. It was adorable. It had all the circus themed things on the walls. It had,
even though some of the circus folk were kind of weird.
Well, they were cool.
They were a little sus. I remember one of them being what was it? There's the super strong man, and then there's the fire eaters, and then there's the snake man. When you think of typical, I don't think I don't know if those were the particular ones they had on the walls,
no,
but
the only one I seem to have
a picture of
is this mermaid lady.
Oh, okay. That's a little bit
and
less weird.
And some dude on a motorcycle.
Okay. But I remember some of them being a little bit stranger than others.
Yeah. A bit.
But otherwise, the aesthetic inside was lovely.
Oh, now I was saying snake woman. Cool.
I was going to say as a snake woman, or a snake man, but I was maybe that one was probably too far out for them to actually have it there.
Nope, sure wasn't.
But yeah, they also had 2 counters. I'm guessing if they were they are expecting to get really busy in the summer or something, but there was one to the left of the door and one to the right of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so they can apparently take a large volume of people.
And to be fair, there wasn't a huge seating area. There were maybe 3 tables.
Yeah.
Each table had probably 3 or 4 seats.
And they were expecting people to, like, I guess, clear out, usually, after they were done eating.
I'm sure typically if you're walking around Red Bank
in the summer
and you swing in, you grab your Coney Waffle,
and then
it's
you
literally
keep going.
made for walking. That's the point of it. That's why they made it this way.
Right.
So that would make sense.
Oh, and on a total unfood point for the place, their bathroom was very clean and very lovely.
You went in?
Yeah, I went in, and I don't know. I was like, oh, this is a really nice bathroom.
That is
and
important.
you can tell a lot about the quality of a store based on how they like leave their bathroom. Like in my experience,
I would agree with that for sure.
But yeah, the bathroom was very clean and very organized, and I just appreciated that quite a bit.
That's valid. We love a clean bathroom around here, so that's always good.
A clean public bathroom is like a diamond in the rough.
Like a unicorn.
Yeah, running into a unicorn.
In the world. And as far as prices go, this was not incredibly expensive, especially considering the location. Like, Red Bank can be an expensive place.
Yeah.
And
this place has been around forever, though, so it makes sense that they probably paid back their costs.
Oh, and then they're just raking in profit now, so they can keep the prices low.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Perhaps. So the Coney Waffle, the standard one that we got, is $7.50 plus tax.
Which not bad for 3 flavors and a waffle.
Yeah, not bad at all.
And it took us a little bit longer to eat it than I thought. So, which
a lot of ice cream.
Yeah, they gave us a good amount of ice cream for the cost and the presentation. So I felt like it was very worth it.
Agreed. If you want to upgrade to the brownie waffle, it's $8.21 plus tax.
Wait, how much more is that?
70 cents.
That's not bad.
No, it's really not. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm never going to do it, but that's nice to know.
It is nice to know. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, where do you want to put this on the list?
F tier? No.
We don't even have an F tier.
Yeah, we're nice like that.
All right, hang on. Let me pull up last week's list here.
You got it?
Probably somewhere.
Hopefully. Me personally thinking, there's only 2. It has to be like the lowest it could possibly be in my brain without looking at the tier list is like B plus, like very high on the B tier. But I feel like, realistically, it should be somewhere very close to, like, the Baked Bear.
Really?
You think? You don't think so?
We put Baked Bear in S.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. I wouldn't agree. Well, anyway, let's go over the tier list real quick. Let's just remind everybody, as of episode 28, which was last week, here's the tier list in descending order.
All right, do it.
Starting with the S tier, we have Allstead Farms, Frozen Flavors, Milk Craft, Surreal Creamery, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Mystic Drawbridge, Friendly's, and the Baked Bear.
In the A tier, we have Nicholas Creamery, Gabriel's Fountain, Strollo's Lighthouse, Sweet Ice Creamery, Sunday Afternoon, Sundays, Carvel, Smoothie King, Frozen Yo Cafe.
In the B tier, we have Ralph's Famous Italian Ices, Baskin-Robbins, Haagen-Dazs, and Jersey Freeze.
In C tier, we have Rita's, Cold Stone, Shake Shack, Dairy Queen, and Sonic's.
And last but not least, well,
actually, it is least,
last
honey.
But also least, we have Magnificos and Mini Melts.
Yes. So, yeah, I didn't know we put the Baked Bear that high. I just assumed that it was like, I don't know, somewhere. It's been so long. I mean, we've done so many at this point that they're starting to bleed into each other in my brain. I got hiccups.
Oh, no.
Anywho.
Want me to scare you? Ooga booga.
Ah! Okay. So, I feel like... Let's see, we got B. It's got to be higher than B. I'm thinking somewhere around a low A. No, it has to be higher than Smoothie King.
You think?
I think.
I don't know.
I still don't.
That graham cracker ice cream is really hitting hard for me.
I also don't think Frozen Yo Cafe should be that low. Under Smoothie King.
Well,
And we redid the tier list. Why did I let that slide?
Who knows, man? Anywho, I think I'm comfortable putting it in the A tier.
Okay. Where in the A tier? I feel like it has to be above Smoothie King.
I don't know that it beats Carvel, though.
Well, it has... They had a couple of little things in the freezers, too, didn't they?
Yeah, they have ice cream cakes and...
I feel like...
take-home treats.
The ice cream was pretty good, and they had take-home treats also, like Carvel does, so that's part of the reason why Carvel is, like, the neutral ice cream place in my brain that all other ice cream places should be judged against.
Yeah, there's a reason it was our first episode.
I would personally feel like it has to be either before or after Carvel. I'm not sure exactly which one, though. Because I don't feel like Sundays. We have... Alright, so Sunday afternoon is the one that was in Connecticut. Sundays is the one that's in Matawan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like it has to be above, before or after Carvel. I can let you make a decision on that. If you agree with me, it's around there somewhere.
I do feel like it's around that zone. I'm okay with that.
But you feel like Carvel is still better?
I do. Well, I don't know if I do. I just feel like which one has, like, would you go back to it? Like, let's pretend Carvel and Coney Waffle were in the
right
same...
next to each other?
Or next to each other.
That would be suicide.
Where would you go? You want ice cream today. Where are you going?
Oh, that depends. You know me, my default is always the black cherry ice cream.
I know. That's why it's like, it's hard.
It is hard.
This is getting harder as we go.
Oh, God. I think I could actually, like, say that I would probably go to Carvel just because of the black cherry ice cream.
Coney Waffle has a cherry vanilla.
Oh. Well, it's not black cherry.
Why didn't you try it?
I didn't see it.
That's odd.
Maybe that was one of those rotating flavors.
Maybe it rotated out. That's true. It could have been. Because the blueberry cheesecake is not on the menu graphic, but you had it.
Yeah. So that's my guess. Cherry vanilla just probably wasn't there. I would like to try it when we go back.
Yeah. I think say for now, again, eventually maybe at the end of the season, we'll do another restructure or whatever and pick our top one for season 1. But I think we should put Coney Waffle between Carvel and Smoothie King for now.
All right. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Sold.
I don't know what I was thinking letting Frozen Yo Cafe be after Smoothie King. Like, what did you do to me? Like, did you, like, distract me with a butterfly or something while you just, like, slipped it in there?
I don't know. We'll have to check the tape.
Yeah. I want to go back to Frozen Yo Cafe.
Yeah, we should. It's fun there. They have fun toppings.
They have a nice atmosphere. They got the gold. They have like the fish tank.
Next
they have
time we're
like
in the
television.
Area, we'll go over there.
All right. That's my favorite in the Matawan area.
Interesting.
Okay.
All right, folks. Well, that was episode 29 of Scoop's podcast. Thank you, as always, for listening to our podcast. Be sure, if you haven't already, to follow us on all the social media. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Tell a friend. Tell your mom. Tell anyone in your life who enjoys ice creams and needs to know where to go for your frozen favorites.
Especially your dog.
True. Some of the places we have,
like Frozen Yo Cafe,
have dog ice cream treats.
Exactly.
So there you go. All right. But also remember, the best way to support us is by listening. So please tune in next week for a review of an independently owned shop whose flavors are just plain crazy.
Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, and remember, like and comment. Like and comment. Like and comment. I swear this. I'm just personally trying to like make the YouTube consumers like population understand how much that makes a difference in people to people when people actually do that.
It's so true.
When creators really appreciate it, people, is all I'm saying.
Yes. All right. Thank you again for listening. Bye.
Bye.